Hello and welcome to the OARL, the Online Autograss Racing League National Qualifiers Round 2 here at Pennine. We have the semi-finals up for next for you, and in semi-final 1 it is the North Wales 106 machine, followed by White Rose 72, CS 22, North Wales 115, Easham 127, IK 149, Sturton 62, and semi-final 4, and in semi-final 2 it is the IK 156, Sturton 691, IK 356, Pennine 74, Radford 5, York 46, White Rose 4, and Star 3. And to take you through all the action here today, I'll hand you over to our commentator, Jason Baker.
Away from the line we go. We're missing one of them as they head into the first corner. Kieran Griffiths and Dan Hughes look to head into the corner first. Matt Hickenbottom though through the middle of them both, trying to find a way through. Dan Hughes up the inside though, into the lead he goes. Matt Hickenbottom on the inside of Kieran Griffiths for third place. We then go to Lewis Woodruff and Josh Reed down at the back of the pack. So just the top 4 out of this one will go through to the final a little bit later on, and it's Dan Hughes that's looking safe and secure at the minute. Up in the front in Easham 127, Matt Hickenbottom in second place. In Sturton 62, Kieran Griffiths is just looking for a way back through, just lost third place to the Lewis Woodruff machine, who's up into fourth place, and Josh Reed looking for a way through as well. In the Central Scotland 22, he's up the inside and up he goes into fourth place, the last spot. Kieran Griffiths will be looking to fight for that back for the final position in today's final, but it's still Dan Hughes that leads then from Matt Hickenbottom. Lewis Woodruff still there in third place from Josh Reed. Kieran Griffiths now out of contention for the final as he looks to try and catch up with your leading four as they all head through. The train comes through the top bend for another time of asking. Dan Hughes it is in the Eastern 127 that leads the way. Matt Hickenbottom still in second place, under pressure though as Lewis Woodruff on the back of the field looking to work his way through in the White Rose number 72. Josh Reed is there in the final qualifying position for the final in the Central Scotland 22. Kieran Griffiths is just behind in the Severn Valley number 4, but Lewis Woodruff, a little bit of contact and around he goes, and that all of a sudden change it. Kieran Griffiths is now up into the final spot, and if all 4 of these continue and finish, then all 4 of these will make it into today's final. But Dan Hughes irrespectively is your race leader at the minute. Matt Hickenbottom still there in second place, the gap seeming to be consistent now, and then we go to the third place man just behind it as well as they head down for another time. Josh Reed it is that's in third place, but one more lap left to go. Then Dan Hughes it is in the Evesham 127 that's going to lead him onto it as Matt Hickenbottom were not able to close that gap back up as they head into that top bend for the final time. Then through to the Crown League goes. Evesham 127, it's Dan Hughes that takes the win. Matthew Hickenbottom takes second from Josh Reed in third. Kieran Griffiths takes fourth place. Semi-final 2 up on the line then should see out Finels, Zach Yeardley, Mitch Wells, Josh Tickle, Sam Fenton, Aaron Jackson, Callum Ball and Jake Law should all be down there, as well as the bungee is made ready. Then looks like we've got a full accomplishment. Away we go from the line. It's an even break. Somebody looks quick from the centre of the field. That's Adam Cochrane, but up the inside of him goes Josh Tickle, and Aaron Jackson is you want to. Cochrane looking for a way back through, is it? But he's just made that little bit of Coxon. Aaron Jackson is the one to capitalise. Finn Wells looking to come through as well in the in the Events Kent 156 machine, but he's just slipped out wide. Cochrane's back through. Tickle's looking for a way through. Ball as well. 4 abreast, 5 abreast as they all squabble for space. And Mitch Wells just behind, watching it all happen, looking for a gap. There's more contact as Cannonball gets punted out towards the back of the field. So once again, just the top 4 of these ones will be going through. And at the minute, it's looked like it's going to be the Adam Cochrane machine. Mitch Wells, I'm not focusing on your race leader. We'll try that one again in a minute. But as we look, this is a matter for 3rd, 4th and 5th place. So Finn Wells is in the 5th place, just out of contention for the final at the minute, trying to find a way through past Mitch Wells. Cannonball trying to work his way back up the order. Sam Fenton is there as well. But here's the battle, the final qualifying position. Adam Cochrane, Finn Wells, Mitch Wells, all fighting for 3rd, 4th and 5th place. The top 4 it is that go through as they head back down that far side. Mitch Wells trying to find a way through. Finels keeping it tight. Adam Cochrane just trying to deal with the pressure at the minute from the down Autograss club as they head back round and into the top bend forward on the time. Finels just closing in on Cochrane, a little bit slow through that top bend forward on the time. Into the pit bend they go, and it's still Cochrane that leads. Mitch Wells is out wide though. He's going to come under pressure. He's fighting for the final slot as somebody is looking to come back through. As we look back up to race leaders, Aaron Jackson it is that leads the way. Josh Tickle is the one that's in second place at the minute. These two look safe and secure. We should be seeing them in the final later on if it continues as it is at the minute from the York Club and the Pennine Club. Adam Cochrane still there in third place in the two Wells, fighting it out for fourth and fifth place. The final qualifying slot, it looks like Finels still holding that fourth place slot at the minute, but one more lap left to go. Aaron Jackson in the York 46 it is that's going to lead him onto it. Josh Tickle starting to reel him in, but I think it's going to be a little too late as they head through the final corner. He's looking up the inside as he found a last bit of pace. Not quite yet. Checker flag falls. It's Aaron Jackson that takes the win from Josh Tickle, Adam Cochrane, Finels your final qualifier, Mitch Wells, Sam Fenton and Zach Yeardley. All three of those out of the final. We are then set for today's final here at Pennine, round 2 of the qualifying. Dan Hughes, Josh Tickle, Matt Ticklebottom, Josh Reed, Mitch Wells, Aaron Jackson, Kieran Griffiths and Finels are all away from the line. It's Dan Hughes that looks up the inside. I think that's Tickle around the outside. Jackson's in the mix as well as Kieran Griffiths looking for a way through. Hickenbottom though from 5th up into 3rd place. Little bit of contact as they head their way back through and back past us for the first time. Tickle still on the outside. Oh, Hickenbottom's out of it, as is your race leader. Aaron Jackson now takes up the front of the field in the York number 46. Josh Tickle is there in second place as well, and then we've got Josh Reed sitting there in third place. Mitch Wells was just able to squeeze through into this final, and he looks for a way through up into the top 3 now as we look back to your race leader. Could it be a change? Josh Tickle hound in the back end of Aaron Jackson as the two continue to fight for the first place in this final here today. Josh Reed trying to close back in on them in the Central Scotland number 22. Mitch Wells is still there in the 4th place slot at the minute as they all head back round through the pit bend for another time of asking. It's going to be Aaron Jackson who continues on his way, still feeling that pressure though. One mistake and Josh Tickle is there to pick up the pieces in the Pennine 74 machine. Josh Reed trying to close back up to the leading duo in the Central Scotland number 22, but Josh Tickle just about trying to get his front wheel in up the inside, but just not quite able to be. Aaron Jackson not leaving him any space to work with at the minute as he tries to find a way through, but while these two are battling, Josh Reed is closing in on them. Mitch Wells is trying to stay in contention as well, and Josh Tickle, a mistake there. Josh Reed looked for a way through, but it's not to be just yet in the Central Scotland number 22. Mitch Wells is now closing in on this leading trio as well as the rest of the field falls to the side. The battle continues, 2nd, 3rd and 4th place all close to person now. Josh Tickle, he's had his chance at attack and he's now got to defend as Reed looks up the inside. Little bit of contact. Tickle is out of it, out wide. Josh Reed's through, and now Mitch Wells looking to capitalise up the inside of them both, and there's more contact. He finds himself over to be a marshal and back down in 4th place. So Josh Reed from 4th up into 2nd place then in the space of a lap. But while all this is happening, your race leader Aaron Jackson away and gone, leaving this battle behind. Tickle still under pressure. Mitch Wells looking up the inside, just trying to squeeze his car through, but it's the checker flag falls then. Your race leader comes round, and today's final winner, Aaron Jackson in the York 46. 2nd place goes to Josh Reed. 3rd place, Mitch Wells ahead of Josh Tickle and Dan Hughes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today. Congratulations to our race winner, Aaron Jackson in the York 46 machine. If you would like to get involved in the racing in any way, check the links in the description out, and we will see you later.